Hi everybody, it's Scott from milevalue.com, and this video is a companion to one of my most popular posts, Free One Way on Delta Awards. If you haven't read that post yet, I recommend doing it now before watching the video because it contains everything you need to know about the routing rules and requirements to get a free one way on a Delta Award. Once you've figured out a valid routing and you actually want to book the award, this video shows you how to do it. We need to start by searching each leg of the award one way at a time. So my award is going to be a round trip. I'm first class, I put in the cities, I put in my date, and I'm going to check my dates are flexible. The reason why we need to search one way at a time and we can't start with multi-city is that multicitydelta.com searches do not show you whether the award availability you're choosing is low, medium, or high, and we only want to choose low level availability. So we need to find that first by searching one way at a time. Now, here we are on the SkyMiles award travel calendar, and days that have at least one low level itinerary are in green, which is our original date is green, so we'll go with that. If we wanted to toggle between economy and domestic first, we could do it there. So I'm choosing my free one way before the main trip, but I could also do it afterwards from LAX to somewhere. Okay, the day we selected, there's only one itinerary, and it kind of stinks. There's a 3-hour layover. It's 9.5 hours. It's very indirect going from Dallas to Minneapolis to LAX. But if we really need to travel this day, this is our only option at the low level. And we know it's at the low level because 45,000 miles is the low level round trip first class price. And Delta prices one way is the same as round trip, so 45,000 is the low level one way also. You can see that here on their award chart. That 22.5 would be the price based on a round trip, so 45,000. So if this is our only option, and then tack on your free one. So this is the availability for the return. Again, great. We have basically the same flight in reverse, same airplane, direct flight, low level miles. Note the date, February 23rd. Note the flight number, 284. Now we have all three legs. We have the free one-way, we have the outbound on our main trip, we have the return on our main trip, and it's time to put it all together. Go back to the start screen, click on multi-city. This is an award trip, so we need to tick that box. Now we need to type in our legs and our dates. I noted a date of September 22nd. For the free one-way. I noted a date of February 8th. The outbound. Oh, I got so excited about no additional miles to Bangkok that I typed it in. And I noted a date of February 23rd for the return. Don't need to worry about anything else on the page, just click Find Flights. And now you'll see why we went one way at a time. Because we're not going to see what level availability the itineraries we're selecting are, but we know from our search just a moment ago what they are. So these are ordered from earliest departure to latest. Our departure is 4:15 p.m., so it's on the second page. I've clicked to go to the second page of itineraries here. Scroll down. And we see it right here. I have Delta 141 and Delta 2221 as the flights. We want to select first business class. Now we're going to select LAX to Narita. You'll see on the next screen that the leg we just selected is the top. It's keeping what we selected. There that is. Here's our flight, Delta 283. Next we're going to select Delta 284 for return. And we'll be done. Alright, here it is, Delta 284 for the return. And here's our entire itinerary. It all comes together. Everything was selected. The free one-way from Dallas to Los Angeles, the outbound from Los Angeles to Tokyo, the return from Tokyo to Los Angeles. The free one-way is 5 months before the main trip. The classes are correct. We're showing domestic first and then international business. And the total miles required, 120,000, is what we expected. That's the low-level price from North America to Japan. Taxes and fees, $57. You can click right here to see what it is. It all boils down to Japanese and American government charges, so nothing we can do about it. And if you wanted to book this award, you would just click Continue, put in your Sky Miles and credit card information, and you'd be all set. So I hope this video has shown you how to book a free one-way on a Delta award. If you have any questions, please tweet me at milevalue or hit me up on milevalue.com and leave a comment. I try to get to all those. Great. Check back for more videos, and I'll see you at milevalue.com.